presentation of the book, Tangier en Primera Persona, by Carlos Hernández Muñoz and the Tangerjabibi Collective, Tangerjabibi and the Memory of Tangier. With each passing day, something substantial of our international Tangier is lost or on the path to ruin, whether due to abandonment or neglect, as is the case with the Cervantes Theatre or Villa Harris, or swallowed up by the jungle of new constructions, some monstrous, that now shape modern Tangier, as happened with the Benchimol Hospital and the Huerta de Marchena, and which may soon affect part of the Tangier beach. Some admirable Tanyawis fight to ensure that Tangier's historic heritage does not disappear. For example, the Albuga Society, presided over by our friend Rakid Tafasiti, has managed, and thanks to his tenacity and enthusiasm, to preserve some gems of this heritage. But let's not fool ourselves. Despite these efforts, little by little, the international Tangier of our youth will vanish, or what may be less serious, dissolve into the modern Tangier. Thus, as time goes by, that unique and unrepeatable international Tangier, which was not a myth but a complete reality, fades and vanishes and only survives thanks to our constant recollection. Indeed, our Tangier continues to exist and always will because it is anchored in our memory. Each of us has a personal Tangier in our memories, and together, through remembrance, we create the true image of that Tangier, sustained by that very memory. Many men and women have helped preserve it. Some mythical works like those by Isaac Laredo or Alberto España were later joined by Rom Landau, Isaac Esayak, Graham Stewart, Pierre Malo, or Victor Vernier, and later still by Aida Pinto, Eduardo Jorda, Rashid Tafesiti, Daniel Hondo, Tomas Ramirez Ortiz, Rocio Rojas Marcos, and many others. Furthermore, countless writers and journalists write about our city, constantly publishing articles and essays. Among many, I highlight Juan Goitisolo, Tahar Benjaloun, and Domingo del Pino. Some Tanyawis have even created magazines to publish memories, photos, notes, and chronicles about international Tangier, among them Malabata, conceived by Oleg Vargas Ganzelevich, now languishing after his death, and Tingis, created and directed by Lydia Sanz, which after 10 successful years continues with vitality, hold a special place. All books, magazines, writings, photographs, articles contribute to keeping the memory of our city alive. In recent years, supported by new information technologies, several websites have joined this printed effort, allowing many Tangerinos scattered across the globe to remember their city, reconnect, and strengthen ties. Among all of them, possibly Tangerjabibi is the most comprehensive and interesting, receiving the largest number of visits, nearly 400,000 to date. It was created at the start of 2004, over 7 years ago, by the enthusiasm of Carlos Hernández and a small team of friends with no profit motive. Its objective is simply to pay homage to Tangier and all its inhabitants. Over these years, more than 1,000 Tangerinos or affiliated individuals of the same diverse religions, ethnicities, and nationalities that once coexisted in the International Tangier have joined as members and are now spread across the world. Thanks to the great efforts of Carlos Hernández, his team, and many contributing members, Tangerjabibi is today a fascinating encyclopedia of topics and data about our city. Browsing its pages is impressive. In over 50 chapters and countless sections, illustrated with many photographs, it collects the broadest imaginable variety of information about Tangier. Some chapters are very thorough, such as those covering books written about or related to Tangier, the sports practiced there, or the schools in Tangier. Regrettably, the immense work carried out by Carlos Hernández and his team in preserving Tangier's memory has now come to an end, despite the favor their website enjoys among a considerable group of friends and readers. Carlos explains elsewhere in this book the reasons behind this decision. They believe, perhaps rightly, that they have fulfilled their mission and that others must now carry on the exhausting and sometimes thankless task. In any case, the site still holds the tremendous work of many years devoted to the love and memory of our Tangier. Before their final curtain call, Carlos Hernández and Tangerjabibi wanted to leave behind, in this book, Tangier en Primera Persona, a new testimony of the living memory of Tangier. The book, which is an excellent complement to the website, gathers reports and writings by their team and many members, covering the most diverse aspects of international Tangier, from its various institutions to its most iconic places and landscapes, from the main activities once carried out in Tangier to its most significant spectacles, including many other topics such as the city's most memorable figures. These are snapshots, some of them very detailed, of everything that made up the essence and uniqueness of that unrepeatable international city. It is both fair and necessary to express to Carlos Hernández and all those who made Tangerjabibi possible our recognition and appreciation for their enormous and positive effort, as well as our gratitude for this book, which further strengthens our memory of Tangier. We wish it great success. Leopoldo Ceballos, member number 1015, law graduate.